Now let's talk about function behavior. Um, you covered this in college algebra, but we'll do a quick refresher. So where on on what interval is this function increasing and decreasing? Okay. So I want you to look at where this function seems to be going up. So these two purple sections are increasing. Okay. Now I want you to give me that domain. Okay, essentially that is starting at 1 and it goes to 3, and then from 5 to 7. 1 to 3 and 5 to 7. Okay, in this case we're doing intervals, so I don't want any brackets, okay? The reason we don't want any brackets is because at the top and the bottom of each of these peaks or valleys, we have turning points. Okay, so we're not able to necessarily quote unquote include those turning points. And so we're just going to show it using parentheses. So from here to here and here to here. Okay, so decreasing, notice I've done in this teal color. It starts at 0 to 1, and then it continues to decrease from 3 to 5. Okay, again, you've done this before, just a quick refresher. Now, you might have seen the difference quotient in college algebra to a certain extent. Um, Most professors, I think, cover it. Um, if you haven't, it is really not too bad, okay? H is a very small number, okay? And it's the same as the average rate of change over an interval, okay? Um, when h is small, it's a good approximation for the rate of change, and you'll see this a lot in calculus, and so it's worth getting really comfortable with here in this class. Okay, so let's just jump right in and do this first problem. Simplify and find the difference quotient for x squared. Okay, so we're gonna do x plus h squared minus the original x squared all over h. Okay, so I'll go ahead and simplify this. So that's x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus x squared. If you haven't already gotten comfortable with um, foiling, you will in this class because we are going to be doing this all the time. Okay, notice that your x squared terms are going to cancel and you're left with 2xh plus h squared all over h. And because both of the numerators have an h term, we can simplify further. Let me go back to the color I was using, and we'll have 2x plus h as the final answer. Okay, zoom out here so you can see everything together. Now, obviously, it's not always going to be that easy, right? Sometimes your expression is going to be a little bit more challenging, like the next one, 3 plus x over 3 over x plus 5. We'll treat it the same way. We'll just take it slow and do every single piece one at a time. Okay. Alrighty. So that means we're going to have 3 over x plus h plus 5 minus 3 over x plus 5. Okay, I'm going to put that in parentheses for myself. This is all going to be divided by h. So I'm going to write it here. Until I simplify the numerator, I'm not going to write the division part, the dividing by h, only because it's going to get super, super messy. So keep in mind, everything is divided by h, but I'm not going to write it for a little while because I really need to deal with this really messy numerator. Okay. So we remember from college algebra, we need to get a common denominator. So that tells me my left fraction needs to be multiplied by x plus 5. My right fraction needs to be multiplied by x plus h plus 5. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to have, let me go back, 3 times something minus 3 times something all over x plus 5 times x plus h plus 5. Okay. Now, in the parentheses, I'll go ahead and write in red what I was going to be multiplying by. Okay. So that way we see it all together. Again, everything is divided by h, but I'm going to wait a little bit. So let me go ahead and distribute and simplify as much as I can so far. So that'll be 3x plus 15 minus 3x, whoops, minus 3h minus 15, all divided by that denominator. Okay. Now, let's simplify what we can simplify. I immediately see that my 3x will cancel and my 15s will cancel. So let me go ahead and rewrite what I have remaining. I will have negative 3h divided by x plus 5 times x plus h plus 5. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and write everything divided by h. Now, the good news is if I am writing something divided by a fraction divided by h, that's the same thing as bringing this h down as part of the denominator of the top fraction. Okay. It ends up becoming part of that denominator. Now I see that the numerator and the denominator have an h in common. So I will go ahead and circle those so we can see it. And I'm going to cancel them out, which leaves me with negative 3 over x plus 5 in parentheses times x plus h plus 5. That'll be the difference quotient for this question. So yeah, it's a little bit messy, but take it step by step and you'll get through it. Let's do this last one. Now we have a rational. We all love the rationals, okay? So we need to make sure that we have x plus h for both the top x and the bottom x. So x plus h minus 4 over x plus h plus 2 minus x minus 4 over x plus 2. Okay. All right. Again, similar to before, everything is divided by h, but until I've simplified the numerator, I'm not going to write it. I'll go ahead and write out what I need to multiply by. So I'm going to have x plus h minus 4 times something minus x minus 4 times something, all divided by x plus 2 times x plus h plus 2. Okay, so in red, I'll go ahead and write what I'm multiplying by. On the left, it'll be x plus 2. On the right, it'll be x plus h plus 2. And now we unfortunately have to do a little bit of messy math and simplify. So let's go ahead and distribute. I'm going to take my time this time and try to not make the same mistake. So x squared plus xh minus 4x plus 2x plus 2h minus 8 minus x squared plus xh plus 2x minus 4x minus 4h minus 8. Going to distribute the negative. Okay, and then let me bring down the rest of this. I'm just going to duplicate it. Look at that. Okay. All of this is divided by x plus 2 times x plus h plus 2, as well as the h from the initial denominator that I've been ignoring. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in now. Now I'm going to take a look at everything that cancels. X squared cancels, negative 8 cancels, and 8 cancels. XH minus XH, that was my mistake. I forgot one of them earlier. The negative 4x and the 2x cancel with each other. And that really just leaves us with 2h, whoops, 2h and 4h. Okay. So let me go ahead and write down what we've got left. So we have 2h plus 4h, which is 6h, all divided by h times x plus 2 times x plus h plus 2. And now let's go ahead and cancel out those h's, which leaves us with a final answer of 6 over x plus 2 times x plus h plus 2. And that right there is going to be your difference quotient. A little bit of work, but we got it. Okay, that is it for this section.